I'm back again with the final kiln opening of the year. Before I get into it, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has supported me this year. I know that I haven't made as much stuff as I would really like to in the last few months, but come the new year, I should get back to full making capacity, health providing. And yeah, just really so grateful for everybody who subscribes to me, everybody who contacts me, all the people who say that my work inspires them. Like, it's humbling and I'm so grateful, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. So that said, let's get into the kiln. I had a teeny sneak peek because it's all higgledy-piggledy in there. There's some random things and they're all on precariously balanced shelves. So I just had a teeny peek to see if the shelves were still standing. So lid up. Okay. Woo! Right, okay. Well, first thing on the top is a refire. A while ago, 3 kiln loads ago, I had a ball that I didn't like, and okay, I'm not sure I still like it, but this is the refire. So it had sangria on. It's got the moon crater texture on the back, which has held up pretty well. It's got sangria on. It was 2 coats on the, it was 2 coats back and front actually. It might have even been 1 coat on the back. And it had just some green blobbies on. Looked like some science experiment. So I thought I would put pearl white all over, 1 coat, and then a generous coat around the edge, and then threw some glaze chips on. I'm still not sure because a lot of the glaze chips are green. And I'm not sure the red and the green go. But there's also a couple of bits that must be in my glaze chips that aren't chips, because there's like something here I could Dremel down, but I'm still not sure I like it. I like the swirly where it's kind of dragged round, but it's still mostly green, and I was trying to get away from the green. So that one. Okay, that's the only refire. Just noticed in the daylight there is a crack. Can't see it from the back, I don't think. I'm sure I saw one. Anyway, it looks like it has a very faint crack in it. Yes, there is. That's the peril of refire. At least with this one, it stayed in one piece, unlike that one that broke on my kiln shelf and just fell apart and stuck all over it. So, right. Oh, great. So I did this little trinket pot, this little egg-shaped trinket pot. It's for a gift for my friend, and I didn't want it I didn't know how to glaze it, so I decided I would glaze it and fire it upside down. So I've been able to glaze the inside, the outside, but then I left the rim on both, and I was able to do that, and actually I think I prefer it like that. So this is Dragonstone by Speedball, 2 coats. It's slightly thin here, so maybe I've gone a little thinner near to the edge, but really pretty. And that's just on, in fact it was white, so that would have been slip cast, that one. in the little egg mold that I had. So I'm really happy with that. Now there's 3 little pots here, just that I did some test balls on. So this one, because I wanted to have a play with the pearl white. This one is the Dragonstone with pearl white. I did around this edge here, and it's pulling kind of turquoises in the middle and almost pinkies on the edge. I quite like that. It's a shame to do the Dragonstone like that because now no Dragonstone left in the UK. So I've got about just over half a pot, and I shall be using it just as is, but you know, see what it looked like with something else. And this one, just balls, is 2 Power Turquoise Laguna with 1 Pearl White, just up to the edge here, so it has come down like a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of mid blue, it's nothing remarkable, but actually it's kind of more of a floating blue, isn't it, now? But the turquoise is kind of gone. I know loads of people love Power Turquoise, but I'm not its biggest fan, although it does look quite nice in the middle on the buff. And this one is 2 Louisiana Bayou with 1 pearl white just around the edge, and that pearl white's gone right into the middle. Not bad. Because I'm just not sure what to do with pearl white, so I thought I'd see what it looked like on those. Right, let me get this shelf out without knocking anything over. Okay. Oh! Okay, I'll get the boring bits out first. Oh, a bit stuck to the cookie count. A cookie here. Right, these were 2 pieces that I made that needs knocking off the cookie, because they've been sitting on my shelf for months and months and months. I was originally going to do an art piece. There's like another one and a skinny one here. They all were originally on a piece of clay that cracked, so they're just all different textures. I think this is rainforest and this is pink opal, so that's just, it was just to kind of fill the kiln because I have not loads in it. Right, okay, I'm going to go with, ooh, these 2 together because they're a pair. So I did some Christmas trees, just about my only Christmas thing apart from the jingle bells that all stuck in the last one. I did them on a cone, but I did them like I did it like rounded at the top on the cone and rounded at the bottom, and the same on this one. I didn't want to put holes on them because I just wanted them to look like trees, and that is 2 coats of Spectrum cactus, and I think that's really nice. It's broken where I've done all the kind of texture from, you know, this kind of I don't want to say finger work because that sounds funny, but you know what I'm saying, hand building from all the smoothing. That's all the texture that I've left, and I quite like those. I think the little one is very cute and makes a nice little pair. I'm being very bar humbug. I haven't even got any Christmas decorations up yet, but I'm going to put some up tomorrow. Right, I made some underglaze, so I wanted to see what it would turn out like. I got some underglaze powders from my supplier because I wanted to make some coloured slips, and I went in for some mason stains, and he said that I would be better with underglaze powder. I'm not sure that he was right, to be fair, but I did think that actually I could use it as underglaze and stain some white slip. So there was a blue, no, that's the blue. That's supposed to be one coat on the bottom and two coats on the top, but it actually looks darker on the bottom. And then just one coat of zinc free clear over the top. But it's a really vibrant, it's Delft blue. Then I had cherry red, but this one ran into the cherry red a bit. So you can see that will work as a nice strong colour. And I'll mix the two together here, but it's not purple, it's more blue. So the blue is very strong. Anyway, that's that one. And I just had what colour? Poppy Fields and Monet's Pond. I just wanted to see what they looked like on the buff. So that's the Poppy Fields at Corn 6. This is the Poppy Fields, and this is the Monet's Pond. I really like that actually. The Monet's Pond looks lovely. It's got turquoises, blues, yellows, but I think I'm going to, Mud Magic inspired me to buy Poppy Fields because it's one of her favourite things at the moment. So I'll give it a try with some different things. Okay, right. I don't know what's under that shelf. Let me see if I can see. Oh, I know what's under the shelf. Okay, now, do you remember my little mini pans? I did 3 like medium size and 3 small size. Well, in my infinite wisdom, I decided I wanted to make a really big one so that I could fill the little ones up. Does that make sense? But I was having a stupid Julia day and I made a big one, but then I thought if I put one big handle on, the clay is going to be too heavy. It's going to drag on the clay, the handle. So I did 2 handles, smaller ones, but then it looked like Shrek's head. So I couldn't make it look like my mini pans anymore because it looked too Shrek-like. So I decided to just play with some glaze and see what happened. And I've not done any taping off of things before, so I thought I'd have a go at a Harley Quinn, kind of just ignore Shrek's ears. I did even think about, and while I was building it and I realised it looked like Shrek, I did even think about putting Shrek's face on it. But apart from the stupid handles, I thought the Harley Quinn looked quite good. That's all the colours from my Colorabia Bellissimo glazes that act like stroke and cord. And this is Louisiana Bayou by Spectrum. It's gone slightly oval. I guess that's where these have got heavy and pulled it outwards a bit. But as a fun pot, because you really can't take it seriously, can you? Anybody want a Harley Quinn pot? I managed, because sometimes these Colorabia glazes do bubble, and I think I've managed to not get them to bubble, so I'm really pleased with that. And I didn't know what colour to do it with, so I kind of went with the blue because I haven't really got any bright colours to match. But yeah, it looks okay. And that was on buff, just on buff. Right, okay, let's get these cookies out. Now, let's do this one. I made myself a little salt pot. This is the shape I went for. I was aiming, what was I aiming for? I don't even know. However, it turned out like a spaceship. And I was even thinking of putting like tripod legs on it so it looked even more like a spaceship. But I thought, you know what, I'm probably not going to want that on my kitchen counter for long. So just stay with classic. So I did. Little spoon for the salt. And it's all in Dragonstone because it is my new fave. Inside and out. It started out like a dome and then I cut a piece out and reversed it and then put a hole in. But it actually is a really, really lovely feel. It's nice and rounded and smooth. I really like it. It's going to get some salt in and sit on my bench. I'm really happy with that. It's so cute. There's a little tiny little mark there, but I'm really, really pleased with that. And that's on white. So that's how the Dragonstone comes out, on white with the reddish colour, but on buff it comes out with like a more purpley. But I love that. It could even get, that's 2 coats, it could even do with 3. You can see a little cloudiness, but I'm not complaining. Okay, 2 pieces left. Now, which one am I going to get out first? Ooh, what's that from? A little chip. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, I think I'll leave that to last. Okay, I got this one. Now, on my kind of angel theme, I decided it was a work in progress. It just happened. I was going to make a plain angel, but as she was developing, she looked more kind of alien. So I decided to go for a complete hybrid situation where she's kind of an alien angel. She has these oh, actually she doesn't. There was a mandala pattern on these, but I put crackle glaze on so that, I don't know if you can see the crackle. I was going to bring the crackle glaze in and show you. Bear with me a second, I'll do that. I always forget something. So I've got some India ink. Kitchen towel is the only thing to hand. Let's put her on there. Anyway, I wanted to, once I'd established that she was going to be an alien angel, I kind of wanted to give her some regal clothing. Just get a bit of this ink without making too much mess. I'm famous for mess. So let's have a look if I rub it on. It's not the best, but it needs more wiping off. But just to show you roughly, without you getting too bored of watching me rubbing. There. It'll look better when it's finished, but that gives you the crackle versus the plain. Anyway, so she is, or he is, you make up your mind whatever you think it is to you. It's got Mako eggplant, because I thought it looked like royal purple, and snow with the Kohlrabi Black Ballistic Rock Glaze to make it like an ermine little shrug, and then fog, 2 coats of fog on the head and the arms to make it look alien-like. I love him, it's there. But yeah, just kind of floating along, dragging their dress or cloak or whatever it is. So that was on a buff clay. Did I tell you everything? Yes, I did. So I really love that. And it, you know, I'm all about kind of spiritual stuff and astral things, and it's right off my street. So my last piece needs all the stilts knocking off, but if you can ignore the fact that it's got stilts stuck to it, it is a rain stick. And since I made this one, I have made another one, which is for my friend, and I made a third one, which is, when you make one, this was number 1, it can be genius. But if you try to make the second one, you always, like, you can never get it as good as the first one. Anyway, this is 2 coats of ginger by Spectrum, 2 coats of papaya, and 2 coats of sunrise. I kind of like overlapped them, but you can't really see where I overlapped them. In fact, they're all just kind of blends into one really. And then I did do a little bit of a water rubbing on a paintbrush to just to kind of blend it in so there wasn't any sharp lines. But I love it. So that's a really great way to end the year, isn't it? With a lovely rain stick with stilts stuck to it. But they'll all come off because there's only one that's a bit stuck with glaze. The others are just going to pop off. So that's it for this year, guys. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I know I did my thank you at the beginning, but thank you especially to Nat at Mud Magic. She's been such a great friend this year. And Jeanette, we had such a great year as well because we managed to meet. And Sarah Walton, Jeanette at Far Forest Ceramics, sorry, and Sarah Walton also inspired me all year long with her beautiful glaze combinations. There's so many of you out there that I watch that I don't communicate with, you know, in messages and things, but you all inspire me, and there is such a brilliant pottery community. Just, I'm so happy that I started this journey 3 years ago. You know, it's just, I can't thank you all enough for everything that you bring into my life through the community. It just brings me so much joy to create things and get such great feedback and to communicate with you, and oh yeah, it just, you're just all amazing, and you just, I'm so grateful. Anyway, I've got no words because my brain's not working. So I shall say, I shall wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and happy, healthy New Year. and I shall see you in 2025 where I will make some more weird stuff. See you later, guys. Bye.